Yeah. We in here. I see some people already in here. Shout out to Culture Talk in the building. You already know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That love. Yo, what's good, y'all? What's great? It's your boy Ashley Lovechild. Thank y'all again for another episode joining us on Can the Brothas Get a Rap Podcast. This is episode 34. This is Sunday night, right? Today's Sunday. Sunday special, Sunday night special. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm joined with the other host, co-host of the show, my brother from another mother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. One of the best photographers in the world. Santana, say something to the people one time.
What's goody, y'all? What's goody? You already know. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Culture Talk, like my brother say. Rule 12 already in here with the you know what I'm saying, with the craziness. You know, we got a jam-packed show for y'all as always. And appreciate y'all, and we're gonna get to it. You know what I'm
saying? Bro, like we was talking before we got on camera about the new Tyler Perry movie that's out with and I've been hearing horrible reviews on it. I'm gonna see for myself. Tyler Perry's hit or miss for me, when it comes to his movies because of his agendas that I feel that he portrays in the movies. But I want to take a look at this particular movie. This is not A Color Purple. This is not, I'm hoping that this is something that could push the culture forward or give us something that's very entertaining. But I'm gonna sit down and watch it. What you thinking about it?
You know how I feel about Tyler Perry movies. I don't rock with majority of his shits. Like the few things I did see was still like jam packed with all types of suspect imagery and shit.
Yeah, facts.
And then he's the one writing, producing, and you know what I'm saying, sometimes starring in his shit. And it's like you never portray the image of so-called black people in a positive light. Because when you think about it in other countries, the only image that they have of us is what media puts out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's their first introduction to niggas and shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's top tier shit, niggas gonna think we just all rappers, ball players, and drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's a fact.
Yeah. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan and never have been. I don't think I ever will be. You know what I'm saying?
I must admit, I've enjoyed a few of his movies. I'm not gonna lie. I could list the movies I've enjoyed. Like I've enjoyed Daddy's Little Girls to some degree. I enjoyed oh man, what's the movie with I want to say it was entertaining. Why Did I Get Married? The first one was entertaining. I hated the second one, especially the way it ended. And there's another one that I can't think of that I know I'm going to think of later that I was like, yeah, that was entertaining. That was pretty decent. Oh, Meet the Browns. Meet the Browns with Angela Bassett. I mean, it's Angela Bassett. Like, I can't think of a movie that I don't like Angela Bassett in. But, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the rest of the movies is like, whoa. I don't know anybody that looks like this. And a family that prays together is very entertaining. But it's I don't know people like his characters. I don't. So, that's that. But I'm still gonna watch this movie just to have my own opinion of what this movie's supposed to be. I love watching Kelly Rowland. She's gorgeous. She's a good actress, and I want to see what's popping. All right, so moving on to popular opinions. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records, where the motto is create, document, and inspire. You can go on the Instagram right now and stay in tune to the latest releases and merchandise. All right, so before I get to this, yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the supporters and subscribers. We went over 4,000 subscribers on the channel. That's real big for us. Thank you. We appreciate that from you guys. And yo, every time we hit a stack on the subscribe list, we're going to do some free merchandise. So tonight at random, I'm going to be picking people to do some free merchandise for. So again, thank y'all for helping us get to 4,000 subscribers on the channel. You already know what that means to us. So, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. So first question, best rapper on this list from Atlanta. The best rapper on this list from Atlanta. Okay. Number one, we got Tip, as in T.I. Two, Ludacris. Three, Future. Four, Andre 3000. Let what y'all think in the chat. We want to know who y'all think is the best rapper on this list. Because I already know who I got. I already know who I got. Oh, they're going with 21 Savage in the chat. 21 Savage is not on the list.
He's from London. Oh man.
Andre 3000, they picking Andre 3000 on this list. Okay. Andre 3000. Also T-Pain. Roll 12 with the madness. Shout out to Terry in the building. Shout out to Terry in the building. Luda got them bars, but Future makes better music. Okay, I guess, you know. I mean, that's the opinion, you know. Who you got, bro? Or you wanted me to give my answer first?
I'm just thinking about like replayability and shit. Out of that list, no lie, I'm not even gonna front replayability and like, cause the word rapper right now is just it's too loose. Pause. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Future, son. Go with
Future
Future.
in the chat. I'm seeing Luda in the chat. Future's more consistent. I could agree with that. Luda got the best songs. The others are like Condo one hit wonders. They blew up. Future. I'm seeing Future. I'm seeing Future. I'm seeing Luda. Um, Future still relevant. That's a fact. All of these guys, once you're a legend, you cannot not be relevant. Um, in my opinion, because Andre 3000, he probably has the best bars out of everybody. When you talk about pure lyricism, it's definitely Andre 3000. But when you talking about as a pure artist, you would have to say T.I. But when you talk about who's the most consistent, then you have to go with Future, because Future, if you take Future's top 20 songs, he's smoking everybody, including Andre 3. I mean, Andre 3000 has to throw in stuff that he's done with Outkast to compete with Future's catalog to keep it 100 with you. And Luda probably, I would say Luda is probably the best lyricist out of everybody. So everybody, no, I said Andre 3000. I'll say Luda has, I don't want to say he's the best lyricist, but he gives me pause that East Coast feel. You know, he's the type of dude that could go into an actual battle and battle somebody. Andre 3000 is a person that get on a song with you and smoke you. But Luda, off the top of his head, and Luda pin game is crazy too. But Luda could go in a battle and he could get crazy on the song. So overall, me personally, I'm gonna go with Future as well. I'm going with Future as well too. The rest of the world, went with Future at 38%.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead. What you said?
No, so that should make sense.
I mean, because if you think about it, like Andre 3000, he come out when he wants to. He really do not care about music. Like he dropped some flute album that, you know, people's like, oh, this is fire. It's like, man, get out of here. Throw some bars on top of that. If you ain't throwing no bars on top of it, I don't want to hear nothing. So me personally, I'm gonna go with Future. You know what I'm saying, as the best rapper from Atlanta that's on this list. Honestly, I don't think you could think of any other rapper from Atlanta that's better than anybody on this list, even 21 Savage. What else they saying? T-Pain song, "Sing for Me, Please." Every episode he wants you to sing song.
Every episode.
Uh,
Appreciate you, Ruin 12. Appreciate you.
Anything you want to add before we move on to the next one?
Nah, I mean, Future out of everybody on that list is the most consistent. You know what I'm saying? All the other ones, fucking Andre 3000 talking about he don't got no inspiration. Ludacris and T.I. they doing movies and shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Future is the only one that's been consistent for like almost a decade, more than a decade now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Definitely more than a decade now. So you feel
Facts.
me? So he's the most relevant on that list and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I would say so too. All right, moving on to the next question. Um, this one's a real crazy one. Most funny hood movie on this list. Most funny hood movie on this list. So number 1, we got Killer Season. Number 2, Paper Soldiers. Number 3, State Property 2. And number 4, Who's the Man? This is like upper echelon, top tier comedy hood movie, John. You know what I'm saying?
This up here with it.
This is
Oh
the
man,
top upper echelon type of jump. You know what I'm saying? I
I'm
got.
going with Killer Season, son.
You going with Killer Season?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a little tricky question for y'all. If Mobb Deep and Pac was alive today and they did a rap battle, who would win? Mobb Deep will win that. Mobb Deep will win. Pac was a good rapper, but it was how he said things. his delivery and how he said things was, you know, was his thing. I don't think flow for flow. I don't think he could go against Havoc or or Prodigy. To be honest with you, Friday. Friday is not on this list. Rolling 12. The chat said Friday, nah, but they saying State Property 2. Terry says State Property 2. Uh, yeah, facts. It's statements and songs. Yeah, better rappers or better battlers is two different things. Pac had way more to say um than Mobb Deep, but and this is coming from somebody that's very objective against Pac. He had way more to say, but we talking about just straight rap. Yeah, definitely Mobb Deep. But again, bro, you chose State Property 2. No, you chose
Killer Season.
Killer Season. I'm going with State Property 2. I'm going with State Property 2 is classic top tier comedy, bro. Like, so why would you say State Property? I mean, Killer Season. What's your favorite scene in Killer Season? Matter of fact, give me 2, because there's a lot of scenes in Killer Season. Now we say quotables on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
One funny scene in the beginning of this shit when the nigga lost the basketball game. He going through the hallways. He run through the girls. He's like, and then he bumped one of them. He's like, "Oh, offensive on me." And the bitch like, "Ew," like he's like, "Yo, ain't nobody wanted to touch you anyway," and shit. Like, yo, shit, I mean, dying, son. And then the other funny one is like towards like the middle of the movie when the funny big brolic nigga arguing with his girl and shit. And then he's like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit." She's like, "Oh, I'm trying to go to school." He's like, "I don't give a fuck about none of that." Then you hear Jewels in the back. "Hey, yo, stop that, homie."
Yo,
Yo, shit, I be rolling. It's just more scenes. You know, the Gordo shit.
yeah,
Niggas in the it's a funny scene, but he was just dropping jewels. He's like when they in the in the living room, he's like, "Yo, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of y'all niggas fucking going eating chicken wings and fried rice. Talking about you ate good last night and shit."
Yo,
Classics,
I ain't gonna
so
front. One
funny, man.
of my favorite scenes from what you call from Killer Season is when they at the barbecue like towards the end, and Hal Rella's like, yo, Flea my nigga and everything, but then he be bugging. He's like, you see the crackhead bitch? Like he done cleaned her up and everything. Now he sent her to school, like yo. And then Shorty come out of nowhere. You was like, she said, Flea smashing the crackhead chick. Nah, I ain't saying that. I don't know what you heard. Like, nah, like he like, nah, like what you talking about? Like
Yeah.
Killer Season is a classic. And you know what's my other favorite scene is when he go by the Lamborghini and him and what's the DJ name? Him and
Master Flex.
yeah, Funk Master Flex. And he like, yo, do you got the money? He's like, yeah, I got the money. I just wanted to like see you for the car. And then he was like, what you? He's like, don't I always had a car? Like, what you mean? Like, so they going back and forth. It's just top tier, just funny shit, bro. Funny shit.
And give me another second. Can you believe this nigga? It's a whack story. Nobody give a fuck about that story y'all talking about, son.
Yo, funny, yo. Funny, yo. Oh my god. Funny movie. But State Property too though, bro. When dude walked in and he was like, not dude, damn, bro from Wu-Tang, Old Dirty Bastard. So he was like, yo, what's good in here? He was like, I got them cheeseburgers, and he dig it all up in his nose. He like, yo, I got them cheeseburgers, they handmade. You want a cheeseburger? He like, yeah, give me a cheeseburger. And he just coughing and digging in nose and making mad meat.
Yeah, the cheeseburger here good. He's like, nah.
Yo, hilarious, bro. Hilarious. That yo, top tier, funny. The rest of the world, they went with State Property 2 at 43%.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought it was closer than that because you got Paper Soldiers, which is very funny, and Who's the Man is funny. I thought it should have been closer than that, but that was that. What do you guys think of AI that could bring back new songs of passed away rappers and voices of rap? I'm not crazy about it mainly because people are here when they're here, and that's when they're here, that's when it matters. So whatever that they recorded, that's what we should be praising forever and a day, not their voice on some magical AI that they could recreate. So I'm not crazy about that. When people are here, they're here. When they're here, enjoy them while they're here. Don't become their biggest fan when they leave. Not saying that you are. I'm just saying in general. A lot of people do that when an artist passes away. And now everybody's their biggest fan. And when they was here, I heard nobody talk about their music. So I'm not necessarily a big fan of that. They was here for a reason. The music that they already have, bump that to the end of time. So and that's how I feel about that. You have anything to say on that, bro?
I think that's just demonic. It just shows you how the music industry takes your soul, and whatever paperwork you sign, they have you for forever. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have AI technology when they was creating these contracts. Now that they do, when you're gone, they have your royalties, they have your soul, they got your voice, because you go to their studios to record in their equipment. So they got your voice synthesized, and then when you pass on, no paperwork or nothing's being done for your family to receive the royalties or any of that. The music industry still holds that shit through these demonic contracts that people sign, and then now they have the rights to your image and everything. So
Yeah.
I feel so like that right there just shows you how demonic and evil the music industry is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where they can just take your soul, take your voice, and just recreate your shit and come out with a new product of your shit. Like, people gonna jump to that. Like, nah, I wanna, if a person passed away, I wanna remember them as they were when they were out. Listen to music that they actually came out with. You know what I'm saying? Try to finesse it, hit me with a chicken sandwich. Talking about, oh, this is some unreleased music we just had laying up in the storage and shit.
Yeah.
We forgot. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just rock out with how I remember these artists when they're around this shit. Don't repackage and reflip shit and come back out with it again. Like, nah, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I agree, bro. I share them same sentiments. The scene with and Mariah, Dame and Mariah. Oh, you talking about State Property too? State Property too.
Yeah.
Mariah.
Yo,
Yo,
if somebody drop some water on my Jimmy Choos, you gonna buy me some new shoes? And you take me out to for some squad. He's like, yeah, whatever, bitch, get in the car.
I ain't gonna front. Yo, Damon Dash probably was the funniest person in that movie. He was like, when they did his close up, he was like, "Yeah, my name is Dame. My friends, yeah, they call me Dame." He was like, and then his face expression on top of that, he was like, "I love the pop tags. They call me Young Fresh to Death." Like, it was just, State Property 2 is hilarious, bro. Classic comedy, son. Classic comedy. All right, moving on to the next question. Which movie has the best acting performance from the child actor in this movie? In these movies? Number one, Boys in the Hood. Number two, People Under the Stairs. Number three, Fresh. Number four, Soul Food.
Oof, damn.
That's a tough group, bro. That's a
Shit. Mm.
that's a tough group.
I still gotta go with People Under the Stairs, kid.
You going with People Under the Stairs? Why?
People Under the Stairs was just, as a child actor playing in that shit, and then how the movie turned out. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the hood shit like Fresh. Fresh was dope, but at the same time, like People on the Stairs, it still dealt with hood shit,
Yeah.
but then you had to deal with some horror shit
Mm-hmm.
when little young boy got into the crib and tried to find his way out the crib.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And it was all turmoil from there. I'm like, damn, is bro gonna get out the crib
Yeah.
or not? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
A lot of
it's like somewhat a mirror of Fresh and People on the Stairs, because both young actors are trying to get out their situations. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the insurmountable ways of trying to get out those scenarios that they both in was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But because People Under the Stairs was just, it had that horror element into it and all
Yeah.
that, then
Yeah.
all the other racial epithets and all the other, you know what I'm saying, innuendos in that movie, that's
Mm-hmm.
what just pushed it a little bit over the top for me to go with People Under the Stairs. I
Yeah.
definitely Fresh is by far one of the best movies for, as far as like child acting is concerned, in that list for me.
Yeah.
But it's just that People Under the Stairs is just you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It brings
Yeah.
it up just a little bit more because of that horror aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fresh was moving. Fresh was moving like a grown man. Yeah, he was. Fresh was moving like a grown man. He was thinking 10 steps ahead in the movie Fresh. You know, obviously his playing chess and being a chess player, being that his father gave him enough tools to survive, um, but not enough tools to go to the next level. He gave him enough tools to survive. So a lot of things that he was carrying, things that he's seen, murders, that he's seen, uh, he was living a grown man's life, and he almost lost his life by gambling on his scam. You know, just the way how everything was set up. Um, the soulful character emotionally did a lot of heavy lifting in that movie with all them top tier actors in that movie, especially at that time. So, and then the Boys in the Hood character, he was excellent as well, but I don't think he did nowhere near enough as the other guys did on this list. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Kid from People Under the Stairs, he was amazing. Like he carried the movie. He carried the emotional part of the movie, the actional sequence. Like you said, dealing with the social climate in the movie with the symbolisms as well. His performance was top tier, and I'm going with the kid from People Under the Stairs as well. The rest of the world went with the kid from the People Under the Stairs at 59%.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's a lot.
Yeah, facts.
That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even close. But if anybody were to be close, I would say Fresh, and uh I can't even think of better child acting better than this list right here. I don't know. Can you off the top, or would you
You
throw
said
some
what? Better than People Under the Stairs?
better than anybody on this list as child actors as far as the performance?
Damn. Uh, maybe the Sixth Sense. That little kid that played in the movie The Sixth Sense.
Hmm.
Let me see who else.
I think Fun Mix Time. You're probably talking about Pet Cemetery. You might be talking about Pet Cemetery. Forrest Gump, the kid from Forrest Gump. Nah.
Because he was only it was only for a short while. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm
yeah,
talking about throughout the duration of the
yeah.
whole movie.
Carried the movie.
Right. Sixth Sense for sure. That kid that played in it. Damn, I can't think off the top of my head, but that's the one I got that just popped up.
Okay, okay, okay. So well, we just moving on, but shout out to all those guys when they was young kids. They carried that movie, carried their movies. It's another kid that could have been on this list. The kid from Child's Play, the original Child's Play, the original Andy.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
The original Andy. I he could have been on this list easily for the kid and Boys in the Hood, because the kid and Boys in the Hood, even though he did a great job, he was only Trey but for so long. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, so moving on. All right, so what's the best Shady Aftermath album musically? Musically, the best Shady Aftermath album musically. Number one, and it's the album. So number one, the Eminem Show. Number two, Get Rich or Die Trying. Number three, WWCD by Griselda. And number four, Cheers by Obi Trice.
Oh, Get Rich or Die Trying, son. Over it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Like phenomenal body of work, son. Like that shit just when that shit dropped, it just changed all of New York. The atmosphere of New York just definitely changed, son. It's just, niggas was rocking. Niggas was we was rocking with Ja Rule in
Mm-hmm.
2000 to 2003.
Yeah.
But when Get Die Trying, and we ain't rock with Buddy no more. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It just
Yeah.
changed the whole atmosphere. A whole music label just went under after that album dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Murder Inc. was no more after that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was that artist was still there, of course, but the relevance and the the way they had captured the people's attention was like, nah, we going over here now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for me, it's Get Rich or Die Trying for sure.
Now, did the style of the city change when that album dropped?
Mm, Style wise, I would say a lot of people was on some G Unit shit. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
definitely had it definitely put Queens back on the map again and shit. And a lot of the niggas on some G Unit shit. Like all of a sudden OGs that was on the block was like, yeah, I'm with G Unit and shit. But I ain't never heard about G Unit 2, 3 years before, but you've been on the block for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
run with G Unit now? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Up.
Mm-hmm.
Just take me to this basketball game, kid. Like, stop playing, son.
So Because I remember around that time, dudes went from wearing button ups with the jeans, now with the jeans, but G Unit white beaters. Like, I remember
Yeah,
that.
I remember a couple of cats was doing it, but I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm not rocking that Junior white beater. It just looked wild crazy for me. You know what I'm saying?
I wore it as a white beater as far as like I wore something over it. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
cats was just wearing the white
yeah,
beater
right,
and jeans
right, right, right.
with a
Facts,
fitted on, like, yo, I'm stunting right now. No, the fuck you not, son.
facts,
You
facts,
not fresh right now, son.
facts. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I'm like, I remember that time. And then there was one thing that G Unit, like, it was one thing that they was like really engulfed. I couldn't get into was the pro kids. Both, I remember both Jay-Z and 50 Cent had the pro kids, checks and everything. And it was like, yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying? And it was heavy Prada era, heavy
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Jordan.
couldn't rock the Sean Carter's or the Junior sneakers. Like, nah,
Yeah,
I'm not buying that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna go with, as far as musically, I'm gonna go with Get Rich or Die Trying as well. The Eminem Show was a dope album. It was a dope album. The Eminem Show.
It
Uh,
definitely was. It definitely
it,
was.
it was a dope album. It was a dope album. Uh, WWCD was a good album. It was good. It was good. It had a lot of bars. Good album. Obi Trice Cheers album, fire album, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. Dope artist, dope album. Um, but I'm not running to replay it like that. No diss. But it was a dope album, I must say. Um, but Get Rich or Die Trying, just play it. Like, that's it.
Mhm.
Like, Get Rich or Die Trying had so many hits on that album.
Too many hits. You know what I'm saying?
Not regular songs, hits, bro. Hits. So I'm gonna go with Get Rich or Die Trying as well. And you know, I'm seeing what I'm seeing in the chat. I'm seeing Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm seeing a little hard to say. Get Rich or Die Trying beat since 3 years later. Nas dropped Hip Hop is Dead. That album was all right. Uh, bars, Nas bars is crazy, but Nas. Uh, I don't know what it was. Somewhere in the middle '90s and 2000s, uh, he wasn't focused on making great songs. He was focused on having a dope verse, in my opinion. The rest of the world, they went with Get Rich or Die Trying at 39% as well. So you went with Get Rich or Die Trying. The chat went with Get Rich or Die Trying. I went with Rich or Die Trying. So that was the answer to that. All right, so next question. Next question. I want to see if people really be paying attention. I want to see if
Mhm.
people really be paying attention. All right. I threw this in here. What's your favorite Ashley Lovechild album? Number one, Signature. Number two, Soundtracks of My Life. Three, the Ash album. Four, Ready to Live album.
Shout out to Green Eyes. Oh, Green Eggs. Shit, bro. You saw the issues here.
Shout out to Green Eggs in the building. Yeah. So, well, what's your favorite Ashley Lovechild album?
what was the um what was the choices?
The Signature album is when I had the little kid picture. Number two is Soundtracks of My Life, when there's my parents and me on the cover. Number three is four is Ready to Live, with my grown version of myself, but it's like a homage to Biggie's Ready to Die. And then three is the Ash album.
Bruce was said all of them.
I appreciate that, Roman 12. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that.
I'm going with Ready to Live.
Ready to Live.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dope album. That was a dope album. Uh, I'm me personally. If somebody was to ask me what is my best album, I'm definitely gonna say Ready to Live. Definitely, song for song, bar for bar. I'm definitely gonna say that. Some people do say, uh, some people do say soundtracks of my life because I had like 19 songs and I really went in on that. I have a lot of joints on that album as well. Signature fire album. But 42% went with Ready to Live as well. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So y'all,
Your boy knows your boy. You know what I'm
you know,
saying?
your boy knows your boy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, y'all. And if you haven't got a chance to listen to those albums yet, make sure y'all go run those up. Ash, you got to get T-Pain to do a track with you. You stupid. Now,
Yo,
my brother has directed a video of mine before. He has done that. He has done
but behind the camera. You know what I'm
behind
saying?
facts. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you didn't get a chance to listen to those albums yet, make sure y'all tap in. And that would mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I make dope music. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. Make sure y'all hit that Patreon. Uh, Patreon.com. Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast? Again, Patreon.com. Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast? Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Again, Patreon.com. Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast? Juicy, Trophy Room, Rich Little, Rich Little, Rich. Oh, Rich Girl. Oh, Rich Girl's lit. Oh, appreciate you, Terry. Ash, you can direct it. Come on, man. What's the album's name so I could add them to for later to hear? Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Fun mixed time. The albums is called uh Ready to Live, Soundtracks of My Life, the Ash album, and Signature. So again, those are Ready to Live, Soundtracks of My Life, the Ash album, and the Signature album. So you know what I'm saying? To tap in, I would immensely appreciate that humbly. Humbly, humbly. All right, so moving on to the next hour. Must listen to, must hear, must listen to segment. You want to go first with your must three hear movies? Hold up, we
Yo,
missed a segment. I'm bugging. I'm bugging.
we forgot. Ain't it time to rap?
Nah. I'm missing
Oh,
Hollywood to hear
oh
from.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm
yeah,
bugging.
yeah.
My bad, y'all. My
Yeah.
bad. Hollywood needs to hear from us. Um, I I just know it off the top of my head, but I don't even have it written down. You could go first, bro. I'm gonna come up with something you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to what you got going on.
Before you do, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share. You know what I'm saying? Just do that for us. You feel me?
Facts.
Um,
That's
Hollywood.
my bad.
Huh?
That's signature, and the Ash album. Signature and the Ash album. Those are the last two albums. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Damn, fun mix. Where you from? It's 5:13 in the morning. What you in Europe or something?
He probably is.
All right. So Hollywood need to make a movie about Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable. Now, Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable was the founder of Chicago. Oh, he in Denmark. Shout out
And
to Denmark,
shout
man.
out, shout out. That's what's up. Just walk in the building.
So yeah, Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable. I need to see a movie about this man. He is the founder of Chicago, the city of Chicago, which was founded on March 4th, 1837. And he was born in Haiti, and he was an explorer, and quote unquote, this around the time in the height of slavery. But we have this black man traversing the continental United States, and around this time, the United States was only consisted of 13 colonies. You know what I'm saying? From the north, from the East Coast. That's it. It was just the 13 colonies. but Buddy was going through the Midwest and all that, just traveling and doing what he do. And he founds the city of Chicago. So I need to see a movie about this man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That would be dope to see. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. Now that's a dope idea. No, it's just Rolling 12. It's like, ask, can you give us a 360? Here you go, 360 right here. Now, but I like that idea. I don't even think most people even know that that gentleman was the one that founded Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You
And we're
know.
talking about 1837. This is when we in school was taught, oh, we're quote unquote in slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you got this black man just walking free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just walking about, just
Mm-hmm.
free, founding cities and shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, I don't know how that happened, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what the narrative you want me to believe as a child was, that, you know what I'm saying, we was enslaved around that time until the 1860s, but Buddy found city of Chicago in 1837.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's almost 3 decades before slavery ends. You know what I'm saying? So make it
Somebody,
make
somebody math ain't adding up. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's not adding up. It's not computing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Yeah.
need to tap the computer. You know what I'm
You the computer whiz. You know what I'm saying?
saying? Man don't need flossing. He could see with them glasses. He could see the game from the parking lot.
Yo, son, funny, son, funny. Oh man,
Oh, yeah, facts. But yeah, that's my Hollywood needs to ask us.
yeah, I like that idea. That's fire. I like that idea. Denmark is the land of the Vikings. I think Vikings are some of the first who discovered America, since there are settlements in Canada from the Viking Age.
That's cool, but you can't discover something when the people was already there. So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There was there was um there was civilization here. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
been civilization here. So you can't
yeah.
discover when the people's already here.
You could take over, but discover, it's
That's the
two different things. Ash, how did you get your YouTube name? Uh, well, Ashley is my actual name. That's my actual name. Lovechild is the love of all music, so that's where you get Lovechild from. So yeah. Uh, okay. Dope idea. I would love to see that movie, especially if they put the type of resources. And this is why this question is even a question that Hollywood needs to ask us when they put these $1 million budgets into trash ass movies with trash ass ideas that we already seen, or it doesn't push the culture forward, like The New Color Purple. That's a musical, and you have all these top tier actors who are working and being underpaid, but like, what's the end goal for a movie like that? So that's why we created this segment called Hollywood Needs to Ask Us, to put those type of resources into a movie of your idea caliber, bro. So that's why we even have that question. Uh, well, true that South Americans migrate from the South, and all that makes it hard to say who discovered who. Yes and no. Yes and no, because you got to understand something. When you have people like the Mayans, they said the Mayans is the oldest civilization in the world, but come to turn out that's not even true. So when you have people who just been there, then you can't say, well, these people came from over here, and then these people came from over here. If I'm here, I'm here. These people could come from another place, but I was already here. So when you say discovery and and take over, that's two different things. I get the point that you're making, but discovery and the fact that taking over is two different things, completely different. That somebody can have the platform and take over somebody's religion, take over the land, and now take over books and text, that now in the text is going to say this was the history being that these people took over. It's not going to say the person who discovered it.
Right.
So, uh, but dope though. We love that back and forth. Just with that type of historic knowledge though. Uh, oh, my turn, my turn. I didn't get a chance to write this down, so this one is going to be completely off the cuff. Hollywood needs to ask us. I want, uh, I want, I want another hood classic. I want another hood classic. I need State Property 3. I need State Property 3, a movie that's going to be funny, a movie that's going to discover new talent. That's one thing that Damon Dash doesn't get the credit for doing is discovering new talent. Well, every time he discovers new talent, these people are actually talented and they move forward within the world. You
Mhm.
know, Jay-Z, Kanye West. I mean, the list goes on and on. Kevin Hart. Um, it's just too many people to name, to be honest with you. Those three people, I'm just saying, because the whole world knows these people. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Even Cameron. You know what I'm saying? So it's ways that he go about business and how he help people get better for them to go to a whole nother level. So I want another hood classic comedy movie, something I could really enjoy, laugh to. It doesn't have to necessarily be super thugged out or hood, but just something that's funny. And I think he does funny very well when it comes to movies like this because I don't think any of these movies are actually trying to be funny. They're just funny, So,
Mhm.
um, me personally, I want another hood classic movie like that of the elk of State Property 2, Paper Soldiers, uh, uh, Killer Season. I want to add one of those to that as well too. Mayans and Egyptians, I would say, is the oldest, but it goes far back to no. Actually, the oldest is people that came before the Mayans called the Old Tex. You can look it up. The Olmecs, the old
Mhm. The oldest people in the Americas come from Louisiana. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Where the
Fact.
Olmec civilization come from. Anytime you hear about mounds, the mound builders, they're talking about pyramids.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's pyramids in America more so than there's pyramids in Africa. There's old pyramids all over North America, Central America, and South America. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Hmm.
And they're saying that it comes from the Olmec tribe, the Olmec civilizations and stuff like that. So they are attributed to being the oldest humans in the Americas, coming from the Louisiana area and Central America. And if you look at where Louisiana is in the Gulf of Mexico, it's not far fetched. If you got boats and you know how to travel, you can go from Louisiana to Cancun, Mexico, and all these places relatively easy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Facts. Facts. Shout out to Ja in the building. My brother Ja in the building. Was goody. Was goody.
I was good.
Uh, so moving on to our must see segment. We almost jumped the gun on that one. So our must see segment, must see movies, must hear music, and must see show. So you want to start it off for us?
So you know how I do, chat. I always got a theme.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm bringing an old theme back, but I got a little twist. I had
yeah.
done this theme before, a couple of episodes before, but I'm a remix it. You know what I'm saying? So this one is called Mind Bending Movies, but this one is dealing with time. You know what I'm saying? So mind bending movies dealing with time. So the first one on the list is a movie called Predestination. Came out in 2014. Stars Sarah Snook, Ethan Hawke, Olivia Olivia Sprague, Noah Taylor, pause, Dick York,
Mm-hmm,
and Madeline West.
mm-hmm,
It's about this agent who tries to stop a terrorist attack because this terrorist is using a bomb to blow up a city building, and you gotta watch the movie. Like, it's a real mind-bending movie. You won't believe the twist, and I can't give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
go see it. The movie's
Yeah.
called Predestination. Very, very slept on movie. I think by far one of Ethan Hawke's top one of his top movies and shit. But you know what I'm saying? It was too good, so they had to sweep it under the rug because of the theme that they portraying in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, dope movie right there. So my next movie on my mind bending list dealing with time is the movie called In Time.
Mm-hmm.
Came out in 2011, starring Justin Timberlake, Amanda Seyfried, Killian Murphy, Olivia Wilde, Alex Peters, and John Galecki. Basically about a dystopian future where everybody can live forever, and the poor people in this society are on borrowed time.
Mm.
And the concept is fire. I never seen a concept about how time is being utilized in this kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And dope movie. You gotta see this movie. It's
Mm-hmm.
fire. Very low key. Justin Timberlake did a very good job in this movie. Um,
Very
again,
scary,
a
very scary movie if that was real.
very slept on movie. Like, concept on it. The theme of this movie is very unique for sure. So
Yeah.
definitely, you know what I'm saying. And
Mm-hmm.
my last one, I think by far one of my classics, favorite ones, is Deja Vu. Came out in 2006
Mm-hmm.
with, you know what I'm saying, the top tier general Denzel Washington,
That, mm-hmm.
Val Kilmer, Paula Patton, Jim Caviezel, Adam Goldberg, Bruce Greenwood, and Ella Fanning.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington stars as a ATF agent who's trying to solve a bombing of a ship in the harbor in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And once he starts going in deeper into the case, all hell breaks loose. So you gotta see the movie. If you ain't see Deja Vu, you gotta see that joint. Crazy, crazy movie. All these movies deal with time and what's a time paradox and all that
Right.
stuff. So gotta see these movies. Predestination, In Time, and Deja Vu.
Yeah.
Won't steer you wrong. They're all fire and they make you question reality. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check those movies out.
And In Time to me is probably the scariest movie out of them all because when y'all see In Time, you're gonna see why it's the scariest movie because of the concept and what they have to deal with in that movie. In Time with Justin Timberlake is something that's not even far fetched to be tapped into real life based on the fact that at any point in time they could chicken sandwich the society so much where people put things in their body that would trigger certain things and that would allow for something like that to kick off like in time. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure y'all tap into all three of those movies. Those are top tier movies. I'm gonna give y'all my three. You know, I don't have themes like my brother do, but you know, I like to go off I like to freestyle and give y'all movies I don't think y'all have heard of or even thought about. Um, so we're gonna tap into those.
Oh,
Uh,
Clockers was a classic. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yes, fire movie. Uh, Yeah, so my first movie that's a must see movie is a movie that came out in 1988. It's called For Keeps. For Keeps was directed by John Abelson. Uh, and, you know, he has one of those. He has one of those type of careers. He's directed the Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. He's directed Rocky 1. He's directed Rocky 5. He also has directed Lean on Me. Legendary. That's a legendary catalog right there, in my opinion. This movie stars Molly Ringwald, Randall Batinkoff, Paulie Shore, Annie E. Curry, and Coquinta Farrell. Great movie. It's a drama comedy about a young lady doing real good in high school. Her and her boyfriend, they both have college aspirations, but of course they are in love. They have sex. She gets pregnant, and things get real. And you have to see the rest of the movie. So make sure you tap into Four Keeps. Again, that movie's called Four Keeps. My next movie came out in 2001. This movie is called Prison Song. Uh, this movie is directed by Darnell Martin. Darnell Martin, she has directed Cadillac Records, and I Like It Like That. Those are her most known movies, in my opinion. This stars the rapper Q-Tip, Fat Joe, Mary J. Blige, Harold uh, Pinier. I know I'm messing his name up, but he plays Merch in the Best Man. He plays Merch. Uh, Jamie Hector. Jamie Hector. The rest of the cast is basically from uh from what's that? The Wire. The Wire. Jamie Hector plays Marlo. Hassan Johnson. Hassan Johnson plays Weebay. Charles Whitfield. Charles M. Whitfield, very underrated actor. He plays Otis in the Temptations movie. Lauren Velez, she's in I Like It Like That, and from New York Undercover, Noriega, the rapper Noriega from Drink Champs, and Ryan Toby, Fisher Stevens, and Justin Spalding. He's also known as DJ Jeff. I mean DJ Just. DJ Just. Dope movie. Young kid trying to make it through with his family. His mom is working. His stepfather is working. His real father's not around. His stepfather ends up going to jail, and it shakes the root of the family. So his mom falls off track when the stepfather goes to jail, and now he ends up in a group home. And you have to see the rest of the movie. It's a terrific movie. You won't be disappointed. And my third movie came out in 2008. It's called Miracle of Santana, directed by Spike Lee. Come on. Do I really have to go through Spike's credentials? You know Spike Lee. You already know his movies. Stars Derek Luke, Michael Ealy, Laz Alonso, John Torino, Omar B. Miller, John Leguizamo, Joseph G. Lovett, Kerry Washington, and Amari Hardrick. Dope fire movie. It's about a man who recalls his time in the war, and got to see the rest of the movie. It's a great movie, top tier movie. Make sure you tap into Miracle of Saint Anna, Prison Song, and Four Keeps. So make sure y'all tap into those movies. Shout out to Zule in the building. Shout out to Zule. I'm definitely going to watch Clock is later.
Appreciate the love. King Prince was good.
You already know. You already know. So moving on to our must hear music. Must hear music. I'm when I do my breakdowns and the music breakdowns, y'all kind of get mad at me when I get to the playlist. All right, so a must hear playlist is the group R&B group Immature that later turned to be IMX, but Immature with Marcus Houston. That group Immature got slaps, like legit slaps, and tap into these songs. I'm going to say these songs, okay? So an Immature playlist will sound like this. Watch Me Do My Thing, House Party, Just a Little Bit, We Got It, Ooey Baby, Give Up the Ghost. Give Up the Ghost is fire. They sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony on that song. I Don't Mind, First Time, Extra Extra, Sweetest Love, A Boy Like Me, In and Out of Love, It's Me, Constantly, I'm Not a Fool, Beautiful, Tears, and Hate the Player. That's the
You giving them way too much sauce, kid. You gotta slow down the sauce game. You just gave them way too much guap, kid.
those slaps, bro.
Yo,
Slaps.
my very first time. Come on,
Come on,
son. That
bro. What? Oh my God. I remember that video. I was like, yo, this is
I
taking
can't wait for my first time.
it's taking me to a
Yo,
place like, yo,
that, yo,
popping.
Eminem was yo. We
Tap
grew up with some dope artists, son. Yo, our era growing up was just too lit, son.
facts.
It just
Facts.
had too much goose sauce.
Facts. Columbia is in the building. That's what's up. I love it. But tap into that immature playlist for them songs that I just read. Tap into that playlist. Second must hear album is by the CMB album by Color Me Bad. Came out in 1991, R&B album or pop R&B. It's you must tap into Color Me Bad CMB album. Third, I love to do the verses for the third one. I got Heavy D versus Ja Rule.
Mm.
Again, y'all, Heavy D versus Ja Rule. And the rules of verses, you take their best 20 songs and rapid fire and let it play. You got an hour and a half of great music. Moving on to classic show. What's your classic show for this episode?
Classic show is the show called Orphan Black. Gotta check out Orphan Black.
Mm-hmm.
Came out in 2013. Had 5 seasons. Stars Tatiana Maslany, Jordan Garavis, messed up his name, my fault, Jordan. Dylan Bruce, Ari Millen, Krishan Brune, Eveline Broach, Kevin Hanchard, and Maria Dole Kennedy. Now, Orphan Black is about this orphan teen who runs away from a group home and pickpockets for a living to get by. And one day she's in a train station and this person just drops dead. She's the only person that notices this person that drops dead. And when she gets to the person and she notices the person looks exactly like her.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, so in her mind, she's like, oh, let me just grab her ID and her wallet and her keys, and then she starts assimilating this person's life because she looks exactly like her. Now, come to find out that that person that died was an exact clone of her, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to watch the rest of the seasons to see what happens. Fire show, very underrated, very slept on. Deals with mortality, deals with of course, the main theme is cloning. So just
Mm-hmm.
gotta watch it. It goes very in depth in it, and it's just a wild, wild show, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely check out Orphan Black. Dope show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a classic for sure.
Facts. Yo, make sure y'all go check that out. They said in the chat, listen to Jizza Liquid Swords. Oh, that I bumped that on the regular. That ain't nothing. I bumped that on the regular. That's classic. Busta Rhymes, Taking What's Mine. Classics. Classics. Eminem Hellbound. Nas, Blunt Ash. Those are classics, bro. That we bumped that on the regular. Speaking for myself, I bumped that on the regular. I know my bro listens to a lot of '90s hip hop as well, so that's
Mhm.
easy. We bumped that on the regular.
Easy.
When's the last time you played MOP Warriors album?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tapped into that yet. I haven't tapped in. I haven't tapped in.
Last week, all week. Make sure y'all go tap into that. We this is what we do. This is what we do. All right, so my classic show that you must tune into for this episode. I'm an old head in the sense of I like old things. Like even though I'm not born in these eras, or I wasn't an adult in these eras, obviously, I still like old stuff. So if there's something dope from the '70s, I would sit there and watch it like it came out today. So I have an old soul, as what they would call it. But my second favorite show of all time, my second favorite show of all time, bro, you wouldn't even believe what my second favorite show is of all time. My second favorite show of all time is my classic show is called Matlock.
Yo, you took it back to Matlock days.
Matlock.
Like WPIX 11 days. You know what I'm saying?
Matlock, bro. You feel me? Matlock. That's my show. Matlock is so popping. Like I remember last year, it was sometime last year, I went to go see my goddaughter, and she like, "What you watching?" I was like, "I'm watching Matlock with the," and I said it with confidence too. I was like, "I'm watching Matlock, like this, that." Chill, bro. I see you laughing.
This
Like, yo, like you don't know nothing about this. You know what I'm saying? This is Matlock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is before you like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't ready for this, know what I mean? So she's sitting there watching it with me, bro, a good like 30 minutes, right? And she was like, "God Daddy, can you pause it? I want to go get some popcorn." Oh, what's up? You bangs with this? Like,
you rocking with the Matlock?
all right. Like my boys got high. I'm like, oh, all right. Like, bring me back some too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we
Yeah,
said
Murder She Wrote was my favorite. I ain't gonna hold you. So Murder She Wrote.
Murder She Wrote was popping though, but it
That
ain't
little old lady solving crimes and shit.
messing with Matlock. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all
Now
tap.
Matlock was on his shit with his trench coat kid. Yeah, that nigga, he was on his shit, son.
He was and he never switched his fit, bro. He one time the dry cleaners didn't have his fit, and then something happened with it in his crib or whatever. So he had to wear like shorts or some shit like that. And but Matt, you know what was popping about Matlock is that show took place in the 80s, right? And he was like, "Yo, I'm not taking your case unless you give me $100,000 retainer." In the 80s, $100K on retainer, bro.
That's like $1 million right now or something.
Crazy cake, bro. He only wore one suit, bro. Crazy cake. So Matlock is popping. So it stars Andy Griffin, the legendary Andy Griffin, Julia Sombers, Nancy Stratford, Clarence Gilliard, Linda Pearl, Donnell, Donnell, sorry, Rublock, Kerry Laser, and Keen Holiday. Fire show. Obviously, it's about a lawyer solving crimes. He has, investigative. He has investigative reporters and people that go and try to find more information. And it's a dope show. It's I know I'm going to be wrong in saying this, but it's probably about like 8 seasons, 9 seasons. But it's just top tier fire, and it's a must see show. So make sure y'all tap into Matlock.
Matlock. Yo, shout out to Fun Mix Time. Don't feel out of place. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of other segments. You won't fit right in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Columbo was cool, but Columbo got on my nerves, bro. Like, he don't got no googly sauce. Like, Columbo just come and he solved a crime by somebody sneezing. Like, who solving crimes with somebody sneezing? Like, he like, yeah, the sneeze. Like, the booger then fell onto the blood, and then we put the booger out the blood. Like, yeah, that's sterile. Like, get the fuck out of here. Well, Columbo cool, you know what I mean? Columbo had the trench coat. You know what I'm saying?
Columbo's the one with the trench coat. Yeah. I know somebody had a trench coat solving crimes.
Yeah. Matlock had the baby blue suit, like just.
Oh yeah, he did have the baby blue joint. Yeah, with the slick back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Columbo was cool, but I wouldn't want Columbo on my case at all. Like, he gonna solve it. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just pull up, my nigga. Like I know y'all gonna catch me. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna pull up because he on the case. Nah, I'm good. I'll just pull up. Columbo is funny. Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all here and hit that subscribe button.
Shout out to Lily, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the beard, you know what I'm saying? Shout out.
And again, thank y'all for helping.
You said it had 9 seasons and shit. Big job.
Yeah. 9 seasons of Matlock. And again, y'all, thank y'all for helping us get to over 4,000 subscribers on the channel.
Oh, definitely.
Big time mojo love. You got cologne for us?
Oh, I got me a smell good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get right. If you feel good, you do good. You smell good. Your day gonna go good. You feel me? So you gotta get you a bottle of Chris Collins. Come to find out, this is a black-owned fragrance, and the scent is Dawn's Sauvage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get you a bottle of Chris Collins, Dawn Sauvage, fire scents, one of the up and coming scents right there. You know what I'm saying? So little dab of that, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do good, you're gonna look good, and if you dress good, you already know you're gonna get right. So
Mm-hmm.
the cologne for this one, for this episode is Chris Collins, Dawn Sauvage.
Mm-hmm. Fire,
Fact.
man. I tap into that. Cologne get you right, smell good. Like my brother say, smell good, feel good, do good, and get good, you know? So make sure y'all tap into that. This next segment is brought to you by Button Snaps. Button Snap streaming. You get classic movies, shows, documentaries, as well as original content. So make sure y'all tap into Button Snaps streaming. So it's time to wrap. Flint City's councilman Eric Mays dies at 65 years old. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I just seen a little joint about him. I really don't know too much about him other than from the clips that they showcase about him.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked like he was giving these council members hell. You know what I'm saying? He was
What?
on the biscuit. You feel me? Like right here on the forehead. Like he was
On the,
giving them work,
right on that nagi. Mm-hmm.
giving them work. If you wasn't like about like getting Flint right,
Mm-hmm.
he ain't trying to hear none of that goofy nonsense you talking about. You know what I'm saying? He
Fact.
not with none of that buffale if you not trying to get Flint, Michigan right. Like,
Fact.
so Flint, Michigan lost a great one. He was an advocate for the people. It seemed like he was, you know what I mean, doing what he had to do with what little he had, because there's always some issue. Somebody always gotta say, I got a better play and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
The plays you call that I love, coach.
come on, he's young. He doesn't know how to read the plays like you do.
What you
You're an
talking
offensive
about?
coordinator, Crozier. Shut your mouth.
Yo, you know who I am and what I did for this team? I take your fucking life, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just follow what he talking about. Like, if you don't want to listen, just get out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
give this man hella problems. Like, why?
Yeah, facts.
And why? I don't understand. Especially that the one clip I seen with this little old white lady just a gnat at a barbecue, just bugging the fuck out the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
stupid.
You live in the same town as we do. This shit's fucked up. Like, work with the man. What's wrong with you?
Yo, facts. That's a fact, yo. Can you add me next? Get your girl. Shout out to your girl, Mimi or Malaya. Shout out,
Okay, different.
shout
Shout
out,
out.
shout out. All right. But yeah, Eric Mays was giving these people hell, bro. I mean, he was giving them the wood paws, taking them to the woodshed. So, rest in peace to him. Prayers go out to his family, and you know, the person that fills his shoes. I hope they will be moving in righteousness and the betterment of the city of Flint. Um,
Facts.
moving on, Kelly Rowland, the actor singer Kelly Rowland, walks off the Today Show because of the inadequacies of the dressing room. It wasn't fit for uh, a person of her caliber. Um,
Damn.
for her to,
Don't Today Show got money? What they doing? Somebody cut the check. Somebody wasn't on the way with the money with the wardrobe.
you know what I'm saying? But the thing was that the dressing room in itself was just, it probably looked like a closet, and it wasn't, it would have been if Barbara Streisand is pulling up, if uh you know You know,
And you
whoever.
have a whole chef and an assortment of foods and
Right.
all that.
Right.
But
So
Kelly Rowland pull up, you got her in the basement.
right. 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 Like she peanut chews. You know what I'm saying? Like
Like she like chopped cheese or something. Like,
yeah.
nah, she filet mignon. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And we're not just talking about looks. We're talking about accomplishments. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Put respect on her name, kid.
Fact.
2 decades of work. You feel
Fact.
me? That's not no up and coming star. You feel me?
Facts.
And she had every right to walk away. If she felt disrespected, if she felt slighted in type of way, then she not doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Yo, they not respecting you, so you don't gotta respect them. You know what I'm saying? You meet me halfway, then we're gonna get something done.
Yeah.
You don't
Facts.
halfway, then I'm out.
Now I'm out. Facts. Facts.
Respectfully.
Facts. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And it's funny, like to see where their careers have started. Like I was on, I've been binge watching The Smart Guys, and it was the episode when Destiny's Child was on there, and just to see them then, like we was little dudes when that show came out, but at the same time, it's like just like you said, 2 decades later and this woman, all her accomplishments within the music world, the entertainment world, the acting world, her philanthropy, her philanthropy, just a lot of accomplishments, and like you said, respect need to be put on her name. So I respect her for that as well too. Moving on, Mohamed Dabone is the best 13-year-old best 13-year-old basketball player in the world. I don't know if y'all heard of uh, Mohamed Dabone. Uh, you've seen some clips of Mohamed Dabone.
Yeah,
Pause.
the clips you sent me or whatever.
Yeah,
Like what, he playing overseas or something like that,
yeah,
right?
yes. About 6'3", 6'4" already. You know what I'm saying? At 13, shaking them. Taking people to the hole. He's dunking off one leg, two legs, dunking with one hand, two hands, shake, step back. He's doing a lot on that court at 13 years old. I don't know what you think of his play from what you've
They
seen.
need to when he gets of high school age, which would be very, very, very soon. So school need to come get him out here. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And really test that skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yeah,
Because this is where ball originated from. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's cool. You doing that over there? Come do that over here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
40, and then you gonna be on the top tier, upper echelon
facts,
level. You feel me?
facts,
Because
facts.
all these other countries, no disrespect, but when it comes to football, basketball, like we're way ahead. You know what I'm saying? They're
Hmm.
catching up as far as like developmental wise, but the the skill set is still over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the NBA is saying, the skill set is still over here, even though they're trying to go other places to get talent. When talent is, you go to any hood in Queens, you go in Brooklyn and Manhattan, you're gonna find talent. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Any hood in Baltimore, any hood in Virginia, there's ballers everywhere. You feel me?
Hmm.
So not this taken away from his talent, just any top tier prep school, pay that bread, get him over here, and you might win a two or three championships. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. That's a
And
fact.
then with that, you would develop his game even more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got it already.
Hmm.
So just more fundamentals and more training and more preparedness for what the level of NBA talent is, you know what I'm saying, that you have to have.
Yeah.
Come over here, you know what I'm saying, at a young age,
Hmm.
you're gonna be straight.
Hmm. That's a fact. Shout out to Leaf in the building. Shout out to my bro Leaf in the building. That's what's up. But I think I had to go to bed. Stream again tomorrow. Yo, shout out to Fun Mix Time. Appreciate you in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I think the earlier this kid gets over here, and the better competition. Because one thing that we cannot teach is height. So when you got kids that have height and have some sort of skill, of course, what Gordo say in killer season, they pick niggas for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So they already picking him and choosing him. Like, yo, we gonna keep our eye on you. I mean, his best bet, honestly, is not to come over. His best bet is because I believe pro ball for overseas starts at 15. So even if he came over to play high school ball next year, he would have to go back when he turned 15 to play pro ball out there. So he will be at 15, he will be playing with grown men. So that might be his best bet to do that. Because the same thing, like a lot of top tier guys like Luka Doncic, Dirk Nowitzki, a lot of those guys, they played pro ball up until like they was 18, 19. And just because we heard about them at 18 and 19, from 15 to 18, they was that dudes in their countries playing pro ball. So that might be a better fit for him. But either way, whatever it takes to get him to the next level, because everybody road and journey is not going to be the same. I want to give a quick shout out to a Texas basketball player. I seen it earlier. I forgot to write it down, so I had to look it up. A Texas basketball player. This girl right now is averaging 41 points a game. At 5'8", she's a college senior, right? So just recently, uh, she dropped 75 points. She dropped 79 points. 75 points. I'm bugging. 75 points.
Damn. That's what's up. She cooking out there.
Yeah.
So she could WNBA more popping when she get there.
Yeah. I mean, her other stat line looked crazy, but I wanted to be exact. Like, her stat line was like 75 points. I think it was like 10 rebounds or 19 rebounds and like 10. It was something crazy like that, but I don't want to get her stats wrong. But I know for a fact she had 75 points in one game. So in high school, they played less minutes. So she was cooking from beginning to the end. So shout out to Sanaya Burks. Again, her name is Sanaya Burks. So shout out to her. Dope effort. Moving on to our next U.S. Nevada sex worker, Patrice Thompson retires from sex work at 76 years old. After 54 years of service, she has a client base over 500,000 clients, including 4 presidents of the United States. In her prime, the prime of her career, she would take down, she would service 50 to 100 men a day.
God damn.
Whew.
Yo, shout out to how you say it? Caravaggio.
Caravaggo.
Insane. The fact that this is even a highlight or something like that, like that's disgusting. That's beyond disgusting, son. That's like a landfill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smushed with more landfill on top of shit and more landfill, and that's what that. Because like 500,000. That's yo. I gotta come up with a new term because disgusting doesn't hold weight. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bring the whole idea of sleeping with 100 men a day. Like that is crazy. Her mentality, sitting down with her mentality gotta be way off the Yowza bar. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You done took in 500,000 different men inside of you.
In the course of 54 years. Do you want to sit down and do the division for that? 54 years.
Hold on. Hold up.
500,000, 500K. Let us know what y'all thinking in the chat. That's a lot of bodies, y'all. That's a
That,
lot of
that
54 years of her being active as a sex worker. 54 years. Crazy.
that don't even the math don't even make sense. This can't even be like it's talking about 9,259 bodies a year.
You sure
This math don't even son, nah. That's crazy.
that is crazy?
If you even stand next to her, you gonna catch something.
I'm saying, like,
You got quarantine shorty. Anything she touches, you gotta burn it afterwards.
and this is including 4 presidents. 4 presidents. She said she did up to 50 to 100 men a day in her prime. So her prime, I'm guessing, is anywhere from 18 to, I would say, about like 48ish, 49, because women sexual peak comes back in their 40s. So I would say from 18 to 49ish, 50, going crazy.
Nah, this is
You got to include gangbangs. Got to
that
include. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
this is horrible. This is just disgusting beyond belief.
Yeah. But Patrice Thompson, and I can't imagine what she put down for taxes because you know. Like, because they ask you like if you're an independent contractor on your taxes, and they want to know like what do you need for your business to succeed, and it's like, yo, so for her it's like, yo, she need a bed, some condoms, some lube, and just hella enthusiasm, like, because that's all you really need, dog. Like that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. She finally retired the G string at 76.
That 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 goes to show you that sex work life, there ain't no life to it. If you gotta do it up until your 70s, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you retiring to?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
I can't make this up, y'all. Y'all can look it up right now if you choose to. Her name is Patrice Thompson. But
Yeah, that just made my head hurt, kid.
I kid you not. Her name is Patrice Thompson. She's a U.S. Nevada sex worker. I kid you not. You can look it up right now. Patrice Thompson, 76, from Nevada, from Las Vegas, Nevada. Tap into that. So, that at some point, if you the dude and you know that she has sex with this amount, like, do you really want that? Like, ah,
Like,
ah,
come on.
ah,
Who was calling her up in her? First of all, if she retired at 75, right? That was
70
the age she retired.
76.
So that means buddies was calling her up when she was in her 60s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, bro, come on, son. Bro, come on. Like that. Bro, that is a lot of pause. A lot of thirsty brothers out there.
Like,
Men. Like,
what type
pause.
what like
What
what type
type of
what
go
type
ahead,
you gonna get what type of head you gonna get from a 68-year-old? Like, I'm just saying, like, that sounds crazy. That sounds
What
crazy.
did Sean say in Don't Be a Menace? He's like, yo, look, stupid, you just kissed every dude in the party.
Yo, funny, yo. Funny. That
that,
that yo,
that
that
son, that is wild.
that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so moving on. We gotta move that forward because there's
Yeah.
people in the chat like, yo, please come on, like, let this one go. So all right, so moving on. Machine Gun Kelly gets a new tattoo that covers half of his body, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen some of the pictures. What do you think of his new tattoo?
I think that I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off kilts with this one. Oh man, I feel as though that's probably where when you go to them parties,
Uh-huh.
you get violated on. So you gotta like to
Hot
be clean.
scars.
Yeah, so you just gonna cover that part up of your body. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because that makes no kind of sense at all. Like you just get black ink all tatted on you. It's like no, like you know what I'm saying? Like what thought process was going through your mind when you decided to do that? You know what I'm saying? Other than the fact that maybe one of them parties just went too far left. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, we still not privy to what goes on in there. And I think because a lot of us, not us, but majority of society will never be prepared to fully grasp
Yeah.
the multitude and the whole aspect of what happens in these joints. And I feel as though when these artists start getting their whole bodies tatted up, I think that's a coping mechanism from whatever happens, what they gotta do. What Corey Holcomb says, your butthole must be sacrificed. Or this is a let's just say, all right, now I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna go deep in, I'm gonna go this way.
Mhm.
What has Machine Gun Kelly done recently? You know what I'm saying? So to
Mhm.
keep your name relevant, you gotta go do an extreme. Oh,
Yeah.
let me this whole thing. So my name is being talked about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then that's only for a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So now for your name to get spoke on again, you gotta do something even more drastic than that. So what are you gonna do then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's two sides of the extreme left and the extreme right. I'm leaning more so on the fact of trying to be relevant and keep your name in the population and stuff like that. Wait, her net worth is like what? 200. She better have a net worth of having all them bodies.
Yeah. That's a.
Her nickname was $3. Oh man, for the three? Yo, I got $3. What can I get for $3?
Shit, if she was smashing them off with $3, ain't no way her network is that amount. That's funny.
Oh man, that's just her whole shit just is out. You know what I'm
Just,
saying? It's like
just, just
out
out,
there.
yeah,
Just out.
just out
Yeah,
the.
it's
And
all it's just it's like after pause, after Mike Tyson just go 10 rounds on a punching bag. That's what her shit look like. Just beat it, the bombed out, depleted, and ugh.
it, and not to go back, but I know that thing gotta smell like garbage truck juice at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like
On
just
a hot summer New York day, kid. The wind blowing.
you know what I'm saying? The fucking jerk chicken juice, like it's like real funky, like
3-day old jerk
three
chicken
day,
juice.
yeah, 3 day old, like just woo wee, yeah.
God.
But yeah, I agree with you with the Machine Gun Kelly sentiment is that could be hiding scars. Definitely looking for attention. Definitely looking to do something to keep his name relevant. Maybe he come out with a new album. He's probably got a new album that he's about to drop. That of course they do this before the album drops. You know what I'm saying? Some sort of thing that people be like, oh, look what they did, and then they drop the album to create some sort of interest. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. 50
Facts. Get our
mil.
like get our likes up. You heard? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We just went over 4,000 subscribers, and again, Every time we go over 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna do we're gonna do some free merchandise at random within the show. So make sure hit that like button, hit that like button. But yeah, and then I don't see the artistic vision in that particular you know um tattoo. I mean, I tattoos. I like tattoos. I have a few, but all my tattoos mean something. So I think I didn't see the artistic vision in those tattoos, and he's getting exactly what he's looking for, in my opinion, and that's attention as well. All right, moving on to the NCAA 25 football game that is coming back in August. Now that they were saying that as great as this is, nationwide, there's going to be people from the ages, and I'm only talking about grown people. I'm not talking about high school and college. So from the ages of 25 to like 45 of men and women that play college football, they saying that their life is going to backtrack a little bit because they're going to be playing college football, the game. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna be more so work like things is like the Bills is gonna fall a little behind, not because they don't have the money, it's because their focus is not on you know on that. Their focus is going to be on playing college football, trying to win a national championship with Charlotte University. Making sure that their quarterback duplicitous win the Heisman Trophy.
Duplicitous?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the power of this game because I seen a statement where this guy said, "Yo, college football is a cult. It's a scary place because again, you playing college football with Charlotte University, and your quarterback duplicitous is running a ISO option, and they beat Alabama with a ISO option. And if Charlotte plays Alabama in real life and loses, people will be like, yo, but I don't get it. Like I'm running a ISO option with duplicitous, and we smoke Bama. Like why y'all can't smoke Bama with what I'm saying, y'all version of that? Like what you think about that though?
Yo, just drop the game, son. That's it, son. Stop playing, son. We've been waiting for damn near 2 decades, kid.
Fact.
It's literally 2 decades since y'all stopped this game, son. Bring this game out, son. That's all I care about.
A decade. It's been a decade. It's been a decade.
Like, yo, stop playing, son.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a long time. A decade is a long time.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Like, stop playing around. Don't worry about my bills. You know what I'm saying? My bill's gonna be straight.
Yeah.
Just drop this game. Make sure you got enough copies. That's what I want to know.
Yo, I bet not hear we ran out.
I bet not hear about ain't enough. What you mean ain't enough?
Not near nutter. I bet not.
I bet not hear nutter about there ain't enough.
And nobody say
better be able to download the joint full. You know what I'm saying? The full game, everything, son. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, son. We've been waiting way too long for this game. Like, stop playing around. Drop it. Everything gonna be cool, and we gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't worry about what we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Don't worry about just let me create my school, and we just gonna go all the way to the championship game. And we're gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
If I want to go for my 3rd in a row national championship with Hawaii University with duplicitous at quarterback and you know what I'm saying, and we playing beating Bama and Clemson, then let that be my issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me go to the top tier upper echelon game with Canyon State University. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We're gonna say we're gonna put Canyon State on the map.
Facts, bro. Facts. They saying 13 years. Nah, it's been 10 years. The last NCAA game came out in 2014. I know that because
that was the last best one that they had.
But I play that damn near every day. I don't have PS4 or PS5 purposely because my favorite game in the world is college football. And the last year they made it was 2014. I played that game on a very regular basis. My PS3. And you know how many times, you know how many PS3s that I went through from 2013, 14 to now, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You feel me? You know how many NCAA games I went through of the same game? They
Facts.
playing with me, son. They better stop playing with me, kid. I'm gonna pull up to EA and like I'm Achilles and Troy. You know what I'm saying? Like yo,
Yo, come out.
outside, B. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
out and face me right now, son.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody better come talk to me, cause you
Y'all
know what I
better
mean?
have extra copies on deck. That's all I'm saying. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. Bills are gonna get taken care of. We gonna be focused. Y'all focus on making sure you got enough copies. That's all. That's all y'all gotta do, son.
Facts. My two favorite games in the world is NCAA football, number one, and number two, GTA San Andreas edition. That's the only
My
reason
boy,
why I keep
he's
doing
dead.
this. I still play San Andreas on a daily basis, bro. I don't care. Those are my games. So y'all better stop playing. Let me focus on winning, the fifth national championship with Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not gonna win one in real life, let me do that. You know what I'm saying? Let me go create a New York Tech University, and I'm gonna build them. Let me build them up real quick, nah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. So, uh, I just think it's funny that they worried about the effects of the game. Forget the effects of the game. Just bring out the damn game, yo.
Yeah, y'all worried about the wrong thing, son. Stay focused.
And then to add on to it, they agreed to give every player $600, a free copy of the game, and something else. I forget the third thing was. So every player gets $600. That their name, likeness, and image that would be in the game. So that comes out to about like $6 million, right? Which I think is still very light-handed
You
compared
know
to
how many people going just think of it like this, my dude. Let's break it down like this. At an Alabama game, right? How many people be in the stands at Alabama?
80,000.
Okay, so 80,000 people buy the game, and let's just say it come out at $70, right? 80,000 times $70. Okay. Would you say how much it was?
How much? The game pro
With the
the game?
no. How much in total if the $600?
Oh, that's 6 million.
Okay, so that's just one school with
Mm-hmm.
everybody in, not including the players, not
Mm-hmm.
including coaches, staff, and all that. We just talking about people in the stands.
Yeah.
That's $5,600,000. That's one school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're not talking about general people. None of that. That's just one school. We ain't like 6 million, bro. Y'all gonna get that in 24 hours.
Bro,
In less than 24 hours.
forget 24 hours, bro. They gonna make that in half the day.
That's some change, yo. We're gonna give you $600 and a free copy of the game and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the best we got for you. That's my best offer. What I'm gonna do with $600, Kingpin? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that remind me of yesterday. Yesterday they was looking to suspend my license, bro. Get this. They was looking to suspend my license over $23.
What you gonna do with $23,
What
Kingpin?
with $23? Somebody on the way with your money. Like, damn. Like when I looked at the letter, I said, yo, $23. So $600. I mean, for a college kid, that is a lot of money. Because college life is cheap, but the value of it is,
But
is
ain't they? It's the players they talking about, right?
correct. Correct. They're talking about the
Ain't
players,
most of them getting NIL deals and all that? And then you using their likeness in the game.
right? But the NIL deals does not work how some people think they work. So it depends on the school. So if you go to Ohio State and you
Oh,
play
we got Turkmenistan in the building.
facts. All right. So if you go to Ohio State and you start as a running back, or depending on where you start, it takes that NIL deal. So if you go to Charlotte, that NIL deal is not as heavy, pause, as Ohio State, but you're going to get something if you're nice. So that's how that works. So the $600, okay, I get it. It's a lot of players, but y'all going to make that. All right. So let's say the game is released on a Monday, right? Y'all going to make that
By midday. You know what I'm saying?
2 p.m. Monday.
Come on. And then on top of that, it's just like what we was discussing with somebody in the chat was asking about how we feel about the AI taking artist likeness and all that stuff. It's just like that with NCAA.
Mm-hmm.
You taking the likeness of these players and you only giving them $600.
Yeah.
Huh?
Crazy.
Without the players, you don't got no game.
Crazy. But honestly, at this point, bro, it's like, just bring the game out.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's
Game
for them to figure out. I don't give two shits. I just want to play NCAA 25. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to start my dude Apple Juice Williams.
Leon Sandcastle at cornerback.
From Lancaster High School, you know what I'm saying? He get hella offers right now.
Killing the game, playing running back, quarterback, and linebacker.
All I'm saying is it better be top tier.
Fire.
Because you had 10 years to make this game, and you had 2014 as an endpoint.
Yes.
You feel me? And that platform for NCAA football 2014 was phenomenal. So it better be up here with it. You know what I'm saying?
On top tier.
Top tier, because that would make me want to buy my PS5.
Yeah, I was looking at PS5 prices today. I get that in a heartbeat. If what they said, this is definitely coming. So pause. All right, so moving on. The quarterback controversy in Chicago, the Chicago Bears. They have the number one pick, and everybody know the number one pick is overall consensus is going to be former USC quarterback Caleb Williams. But they already have Justin Fields at quarterback, who showed a considerable promise. His supporting cast have been hurt, but every time they bring in some new guys, they say, yeah, Chicago gonna be, they're gonna go crazy. But he's had a new offensive coordinator every year. He hasn't had a chance to get comfortable in the system, but he is a top tier talent. So the Chicago Bears is thinking about taking Caleb Williams at number one and trading Justin Fields. Everybody who's NFL analyst base have been saying keep Justin Fields and trade back in the draft and use Caleb Williams as a trading piece. What do you think?
Well, first of all, why would you even go after Caleb Williams when you don't got no offensive line to protect Justin Fields? What are y'all talking about? It's gonna be the same situation. You're gonna have Buddy shell shot. I'm surprised Justin Fields is still doing what he's doing with the limited amount of protection he got from the Chicago front line.
Right, facts.
Nigga,
facts.
use that first pick and get an offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Get somebody from the get an offensive line. It'd be unheard of to get a first round pick and it'd be an offensive lineman. But why not? Because it makes no sense to get another quarterback when you can't even protect him.
Me, I'm of the mindset of get the best player available, and the best player available, in my estimation, at that part of the draft, I'm getting Marvin Williams Jr., the receiver, and then what I'll do, I would use the second round and third round pick to build my offensive alignment, and then use free agency to build my offensive line. That's what I would do. But for that very first pick, I'm going with the best overall play I can get, and for me, is Marvin Williams Jr. in my opinion. The receiver from Ohio State. He's a cheat code. Boy is nice.
That's lit. But if I can't protect my QB and long enough to get the ball to him, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ronan Jack. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro.
Or
Was just asking about it.
Roll
Shout out.
Jack building. All right, all right. Now
Now
you,
you just came just in time, bro. Just in time.
yeah,
Yeah, man. That it just Chicago just don't be making the right decisions, kid. They don't got no line. They don't got enough protection for bro.
yeah. Facts, facts,
Justin Fields running out there like he running from the police, kid.
facts.
Everything the line is breaking down. He got to scramble. He got to make shit up. Like I'm
And then,
surprised he's holding it together as much pressure that be coming down, breathing down his neck. Pause.
and then another thing too. You know what? One of my secrets is when you choosing a quarterback, you need to choose a quarterback that personality fits the city. And where he played college ball matters to the city that he gets drafted to. So a guy like Caleb Williams, that's been in USC, been in that great weather, been in that Hollywood atmosphere. The last thing he wants to do is go to cold ass Chicago. When you got a guy like Justin Fields who's played in Ohio State, if you ever been to Ohio, Ohio is brick daddy. It's brick ass out there. It gets cold for real. Like it's a different level of cold out there. So him going from Ohio to Columbus, Ohio, now playing in Chicago, that ain't nothing. That's just another day. And he's a big dude. Pause. So after a while, them tacklers ain't gonna want to tackle this man in the open space third and fourth quarter. And he got speed on him. But you bring Caleb Williams, who's not as athletic as Justin Fields, in my opinion. He's not the same type of athlete as he is, but his arm talent is very special. But his personality, I don't think fits that Chicago atmosphere.
It's gonna destroy him, son. Like
Mm-hmm.
any talent he got, he going to Chicago is gonna be the worst decision, the worst pick for him, son.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there ain't nothing over there that's gonna develop him to be a better quarterback. Ain't nothing over there.
Yeah, yeah. Now, come to find out, this kid, Caleb Williams, is from the D.C. area, so it would make sense that he would end up in Washington. It would make sense. He's from the D.C. area, but that's very unlikely to happen. So if there's going to be a case where you're going to see another team that they're not mentioning right now that's going to come out of left field to draft Caleb Williams. I guarantee it. That's what I think is going to happen, unless they say for sure that that they're going to move Justin Fields to. They've been talking about moving Justin Fields to Atlanta, which would be crazy. You basically gave Atlanta a team now because Atlanta already got a team. They just missing a quarterback. You give Atlanta
Yeah,
Justin
get him
Fields.
out of. Honestly, um, it'll be a better decision for Justin Fields because I want to see him be the quarterback I know he could be. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
just need to be better, a better fit. And if Atlanta's that for him, then for sure, like you know what I'm saying, like
Uh-huh.
that would be a better look for him. And then Caleb Williams come in, it's gonna be the same thing all over again. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 years of him scrambling. He gonna be the most sacked quarterback. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I
That's a
mean
fact.
that's the nature of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jamal in the building. Shout out to the baller in the building, Walmart Stephen A. Smith. That was kind of corny. That was very corny. Next, good try, but Jamal, you got it. We love good jokes, man. So we don't get phased by none of that. But in all fairness, right? You got to put a picture up of yourself, so you know what I'm saying. We could see you, and you know what I'm saying. We could get them jokes off too. So, you know what I'm saying? But we appreciate you tapping and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We love jokes.
Right.
We from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. My brother's from Queens. So we love these jokes. You know what I'm saying? So put up a picture of you, pause, so we could, you know what I'm saying? So we could see, you know, your gear, what you look like, and we could get to snapping back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Game?
Yeah, let them know what's goody.
You know what I'm saying? And again, shout out to the baller. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Give me a minute and I'll show you guys how jacking goes on this. Street.
Let them know.
Baller is, of course, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, bro. You already know what it is, man. You must be new to the internet. No, Jamal, bro, we not new to the internet at all. Again, these are all jokes, bro. You know what I'm saying? To give good jokes, we give good jokes. We love good jokes, bro. Like, we from the roasting capital of the world, baby. Pause. You know
We
what I'm saying?
roast you just to show love.
Just to show love. Like, this is what we do, bro. This is roasting for love. Pause. Pause.
I took the cake, mushed him in the face, told him happy birthday. Cat looking at me, I'm bugging.
Yo, we looking at you like you bugging, know what I mean? In front of his girl and all that, know what I mean? So,
I show him mad love, B, mad love.
Yeah, mad love. It like they look at me like I'm bugging. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even see when I put up my leg up though. You know what I mean? So so shout out to y'all. Like, y'all for real. Yo, we just love jokes, bro. Pause.
Hit that like button, son. Stop
Yeah,
playing for that love.
Stop playing. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all might get something. Y'all might get something. Y'all might be random winners of some merchandise. Seriously, no joke. No joke. No joke. No joke. Yeah. So that was it for time to rap. So moving on to the petty thought segment. Petty Thoughts is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure y'all tap into BigBravoSection.com. Again, BigBravoSection.com. You can book a session with one of the best photographers in the world. If you're in the Miami area, and if you're not, you can still book them to come to your city near you. So tap into BigBravoSection.com right now. You got a petty thought for us?
Oh, most definitely. This for you, Ronan Jack, who came just in time, boy. My petty thought for this segment is your boy Bill Gates, right? Is worth $127 billion. So, he's been going on this kick for these last 10 years about global warming and all this yada yada yada, right? And he's now pushing this thing called solar geoengineering, which basically is that he wants to allow the governments to have him create these new clouds to block the sun from it causing global warming. What crack are you smoking? What? First of all, I don't care that you got $127 billion. You can't make these type of decisions. For everybody else because you got this money. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Before Ronan Jack, before Snowpiercer, if you ever seen Highlander 3, this is the same premise of Highlander 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
First of all, global warming is a myth anyway. Like that's not even real. None of the shit y'all coming up with, and if it is real, y'all the one that created it anyway.
Yeah.
How you want to talk about global warming, but you flying with your private jet going to the Epstein Island? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You adding to the carbon tax by flying your private jet all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So
I've heard some. My bad.
It's the hypocrisy for me. You know what I'm saying? It's the hypocrisy. Like, yo, you're truly mad. Like this is really showcasing like how far and lost these people are with reality. It's like the more money you get, the more lost you are with reality. Like you need to lose all your bread and come back down to earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like come back down to reality. Cause you talking about blocking out the sun, you done lost it now.
Yeah.
You definitely lost it before when you was on your TED talk and you was talking about if we do a good job of using vaccines to depopulate to depopulate everybody by using vaccines. Yeah, we caught that. You know what I'm saying? We caught that. But now you truly on the next level of craziness. Like you really truly bugging out. And I hope people that are in power will see like, nah, this dude bugging. I was with him with the vaccine because I put bread up in the stocks and I got my bread. But this affects me too. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Know how much money you got, it doesn't matter. Without the sun, we all gone. So what does it matter?
He on his 300 shit.
Like, oh, we could fight in the shade. No, you can fight in the shade, Nick.
Like,
Stay
yo, what
your ass in your bunker, kid. Just don't
you know
even come out the joint. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I realized, to add on to your point, like guys with all this next level money, they feel like their job is to come up with ideas that's going to change the world instead of coming up with a foundation that makes the world better. How to breathe cleaner air, how to make more productive people and citizens, which is hard but easy at the same time. The conditions that y'all created, y'all don't do anything for to change those conditions. When you have people who are out of work, out of work, underfed, can't pay their bills, if you got billions of dollars, even if you gave every family $100,000, you would still be a billionaire. If you gave every family $100,000 and lowered the price of living, and then creating programs to make it easier for people to be productive citizens, like if somebody breaks the law and actually goes to jail, how about rehabilitating somebody instead of having programs to make them better criminals? How come we not teaching uh uh you know things like plumbing and computer maintenance and all these different things in the junior high school level, so by the time they get to high school, they done master it and don't need college. Like I keep forgetting to bring up this one brother. I seen him about 2 weeks ago. He teaches a class of mechanics. No, he teaches a mechanic class to young kids who are 14 and younger, and these class spans to anywhere from like 6 to like 20 kids. And I forget the brother name. I'm gonna find out his name and I'm gonna shout him out because he's doing God's work by teaching underprivileged kids a skill that they're gonna either need or want to have later on when they dealing in the real world, having to pay real bills. So when they talk about blotting out the sun, like what, that's not benefiting our world. How about getting rid of some of this damn healthcare that you got people dying for this bullshit ass healthcare that we have? But go ahead,
Yo, there's this brother out there, and I hope to God nothing happens to him. But he basically just figured out a way how to turn plastic into glass. I mean, sorry, plastic into gas. And he
hmm
says that the plastic, like how we have plastic bags and all that stuff,
Yeah.
he turned that into gas, and he said that it has more octane and it's more potent than the
hmm
actual gasoline that we use.
Yeah.
And he don't got $127 billion.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So there's
Right.
people out here that's making changes and they don't got no bread.
hmm
You got all this bread. You talking all this buffale. Nobody want So who put you in charge, bro?
hmm
Who wants to? Yo, somebody call Bill Gates. I want to know his opinion on it. No, man.
hmm
Just because you got all this money does not mean you have an opinion on everything and you don't make decisions for the rest of us. Because
hmm
nobody elected you to make decisions for me. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm my own man. You're your own man. We can make our decisions in life. And you talking about blotting out the sun is
hmm
preposterous and idiotic, son.
hmm
Real talk. Like you truly lost your mind, son.
hmm
Facts. Like you truly lost your mind. Like you tripping now.
hmm
Like harvest, yeah, facts. Harvest all the fucking plastic in the ocean. Use $10 million of that money. Create a company that goes out in the ocean and cleans the ocean. How about that?
hmm But you need people to do it, right? So why we're not doing things to train people earlier for real things? Why are we not doing? You know, the craziest thing, I watched this movie the other day, and as a kid, I loved it. But as a grown ass man, it teaches a complete different lesson than what I thought it was intended for. And I watched two movies. I watched Baps again, the movie with Halle Berry, and I watched The Lion King. Which movie do you think displayed the most heart?
The most heart? I probably have to say Baps.
See, originally I thought it would have been The Lion King, easily, right? But it took a rewatch for me to realize Baps had way more heart than The Lion King. Baps is a better movie in message than The Lion King, right? Where you have two young girls trying to make their way, trying to find, trying to make their way or whatever. And they did lie to the man or whatever because their nephew told them to lie. But somewhere in the midst of sharing and in the grooving or whatever, as when this man passed away, he left these women $100 million. And with the $100 million, they was able to affect not just themselves, but everybody around them and their community. Right? In The Lion King, it teaches people to really eat each other. It teaches people to fornicate with their damn cousins. Because in Lion King 2, they were saying that what's going to save the village is Simba's daughter gets with Scar's son.
That's like, ain't that like his?
That's incest, right? So the lack of heart and the humanity with this man in Baps with that $100 million is able to fund and do and to push the culture forward, right? And he did that based on just their energy, who they were, and he knew that they was lying the whole time. He knew they was lying, but based on their energy and heart, it's like, yo, you're gonna get a shot at this. So you mean to tell me all these people with all this money, right? Where is the real change in the communities? Where's the community centers where people could go to and do things like just type up a resume or have a place where they could use as an address to find a damn job? Because you're not going to get a job without an address, without a cell phone. Where can people go to for free counsel when it comes to legal stuff? But y'all got all this money, right? So when people say, yeah, we giving 100,000, we giving a $10 million to save our son's society. What the fuck do that mean? What do that mean? So y'all got all this money and y'all want to block out the sun, but y'all not implementing no real programs that's changing our everyday lives. I didn't mean to go in on your petty thought, bro, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Nah, facts. Because it's like, okay, when the situation was happening in Hawaii or whatever, why Oprah Winfrey and The Rock come on TV talking about, oh, help donate some money to help the families in Hawaii? Like, ain't y'all billionaires?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you asking people who's struggling to pay their rent to help them out when you could easily do it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much money is too much money? Like, you don't need $1 billion to survive, kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's insane to me. Like, and it's really the only way you get to this type of money is you have to step on other people. That's what capitalism is for. You don't get $1 billion you don't get $1 billion by being a good person. It doesn't exist.
And being that you said that, they said in the chat, the Lion King is about betrayal, their own family and loved ones for greed and out of jealousy and greed.
Right. So that's the point that you're making. Like, that's why the Lion King, you know what I'm saying? You making my point. You feel me?
Making my point. You're making my point. The eldest is
why would a brother be jealous of his brother? Because Like that don't make no sense.
Making my point. Mm-hmm. 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 That's a
Like,
that's a fact. And
like
that's
when I was a kid, I was like, why would Scar do that to his bro?
mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. You
But see,
slime, bro.
see what people don't realize. The main objective of what I'm saying is that the whole movie of Lion King, that's the whole sequence is about the circle of life. The circle of life is that I eat him, pause, and he eats me. And that's how we continue to move this thing forward. Even when Simba was taking over the pride, when people don't understand about the pride, what Mufasa's philosophy was like, yo, they take care of the society, meaning the other animals. They take care of the ecosystem, but a part of the ecosystem in order for us to survive, we gotta eat them, and we gotta eat them from as long as possible. So one day when we die, we go back into the earth, and then it just keeps on going. It teach people how to eat people, not on a it's just metaphorically is that we teach people how to use people and harm each other for our own benefit. There's no real leg up. There's no real help.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But that's my petty thought moment. Bill Gates, you're tripping. I hope other people wake up and realize the magnitude of how crazy this idea is and stop you from even trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is everybody's life on the line with this. You blocking the sun out. Like, we live in Florida. I love when the sun is out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, that's my petty thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Yo, Chris Bacon, make sure you hit that like button. You heard? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. That's all I want to see is you hit that like button. Yeah. But I love that. I love that. I love that. So moving on to our next segment, keep the lie live.
Keep the lie alive.
Keep the lie live. I keep the lie live segment. Um, what happened to Christian Keys?
Who the fuck is that again?
Christian Keys was out here strong about a good month ago, talking about he gonna blow people up. That he got people was trying to get at him for at these parties, and he was gonna blow up a certain movie producer. He had the secrets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A
He,
pump faker.
he was talking with his chest. It's like, and then he said, "Come Thursday, if they don't come see me or get some understanding, then I'm gonna get to talking." It's been a whole month and change later, bro. Like we in February, right? So this is like at the end of December. What happened? Where he at?
Shout out to unlicensed pharmacists. Shout out.
Shout
Um,
out.
I think Buddy was getting bread, and then you stopped paying him bread, and now he was pump faking on some like, yo, I got a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, bro, you was in part and parcel with the joint. You went to the parties, kid. Like, what are you talking about? You
Mm-hmm.
can't tell nothing about what's going on with the party without saying what you was doing there.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like me talking about, oh, niggas was in temptation, the party was bumping, like, bitches was all over the place. But what
Mm-hmm.
was I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I was right in the middle. I was in the thick of things. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Time, you know what I'm saying?
Having a great old time.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't talk about what was going on in the party and then leave out what you was doing in the party. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
What they say? What they say? State Poverty too? Oh, y'all niggas is doing a lot of partying, huh? Stop fucking partying.
Yo,
You're doing a lot of partying. Yeah.
doing a whole
Okay.
lot of partying. Who threw that party? Some dirty niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, do me a favor. Stop fucking partying, But that's a fact, though.
It's like, bro, it's like, come on, son. Like, we, as majority of us, understand through the slick talk and the serpentine tongue that people do when they trying to, like, quote unquote expose uh the media and all that stuff and like what goes on, but they always be doing the double speak. You know what I'm saying? They say one thing, but they don't really mean, you know what I'm saying? They always doing some other stuff when you could just plainly say what you gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, back to your point on what happened to Christian Keys, it's like, bro was a pump faker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel, because you can't say what was going on with the parties and not mention what you was doing in the parties. Don't tell me, oh, I was there for like 2 hours and then I left before 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he said one time he was at the party, he fell asleep, and then this I don't know who I
Come on, you fell asleep, dog? Like, come on, son. Like, come on.
So when he woke up, right? When he woke, so all right, so I could get, because I back in the day I used to bartend, so I could understand if somebody been drinking all night and they nodded off in their chair, right? In the chair in the cut, right? Homeboy said he fell asleep in one of the back room bedrooms, and when he woke up, that this movie producer was in the bed with him. And supposedly he was like, yo, what you doing? And he was like, oh, my bad, bruh. Come on, man.
The story, like, don't even make sense half the
Come
time.
on,
Like,
man.
y'all don't make any kind of sense. Y'all think they view us like we some peons, like we don't have no sense and we don't understand what was going on. You fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What do you
Mm-hmm.
mean you fell asleep?
Mm-hmm.
If you was getting tired, why didn't you take your ass home?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bro, stop playing, son. There's too many of these Harvey Weinsteins. There's too many of these high level executives that can make and break your career. And what are you willing to do for it? They don't give a damn about your talent.
Right. Facts.
They could care less about talent. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
when you up in the upper echelon level of this bread and you got billions of dollars and you don't, like, to have the mentality of waking up and not having a care in the world or no worries about nothing. That's
Mm-hmm.
a different type of mentality you got. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? When you don't got no worries,
Mm-hmm.
you're not worried about a goddamn thing. So you start to view the world differently and you start to view the people in the world differently. You start to view the people in the world as pawns. Like,
Facts.
oh, let me see how far this person will go for these little trinkets. For that billionaire, it's a trinket. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Nothing to them. But for that person, it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's everything, what are you willing to do for it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They start to view you like you nothing.
And,
But
and,
these
and
are people that we hold in high esteem because they're great businessmen and they do great. How you doing great where for you to get $1 billion, you have to step on somebody's toes. You have to step on somebody's back. You have to step on somebody's neck to get there.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to cutthroat. You have to slime somebody out of a business deal. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Find some dirt on somebody like, yo, I need this buddy out the way because he got some more bread on me, but I know he got some dirt on him. Find some dirt on him so I can use when we go to a business meeting. I slide, pop
Right.
in the tape,
Right.
show him what he did last night.
Right.
Now he out the deal so I could get ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Another movie I was just watching last night, Carlito's Way and Carlito Ways 2. And it showed that same premise of what you was just talking about, bro. On making deals and how to get ahead and how to slime when the lawyer stole the $1 million from the mobster, and then the mobster say, yo, like I should kill you, but yo, I got a bigger play. I'm trying to get a body. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? You got a boat. I'ma swim to this part of the ocean. Come scoop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to, again, usurp that. You know what I'm saying? So going to what you just said, based on
Yeah,
those.
there's Washadi, men with integrity, respect for the heart of all energy. Yeah. But the problem is men with integrity are not in the upper echelon levels of society.
Right. or in position, yeah, right, or in that position of pushing buttons where it changed society. We could
Because
change
if they
the
were,
country, but
we
not the
would see
society.
the changes. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
men with integrity were in the position to press the buttons where the changes would be affected in society, we would see that. You know what I'm saying? But they not in those positions because they, like Gordo says, they pick niggas for this shit. You know what I'm saying? They pick certain people for these positions for a
Mm-hmm.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
Either they got dirt on their name or they do dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Either way. Because you could have all the integrity in the world, you could have all the positivity in the world, and you go into these systems, they gonna rip that integrity out of you, quick,
Mm-hmm.
fast.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So with all these things going on, man, it's like because this dude was talking about how um that he was working on a new movie and this director had to bring him the script, like personally, to come to his crib to bring him a script, and then while he was bringing him the script, he offered him $100,000 to see him butt ass naked.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, people have a number where if that somebody hits that number or go past that number, they're willing to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when you at that point where you don't got nothing, and this person said, I got $100,000 for you, all you gotta do is take your clothes off. You start to rationalize in your mind, well, damn, it's 100 bands. I don't gotta really do nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
just take my clothes off and I'm good. But you don't understand that that's just the fish, that's just the bait on the hook.
Yeah, that's the
Because
trinket.
next time it's gonna be like, oh well, I want you to do this, or I
Yeah.
want you to do that. Like the same situation that's going on with Vince McMahon
Mm-hmm.
and his lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
The egregious and disgusting nature that this man had. If you read the transcript in the lawsuit, it's Diddy times 50.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Diddy-esque because it's on the same borderline of what Diddy was doing with Cassie. On the
Right.
same borderline that Harvey Weinstein was doing, or the same borderline as Epstein. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like with these people that in these high levels of society, why are they so depraved?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is
Mm-hmm.
it the money that makes them depraved? Is it the energy behind the money? Is it the power?
Mm-hmm.
Because Little Kim and the Lock said money, power, and respect. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. But it's like, what level of it is it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Washida in the chat. The next generation needs good examples. Let me tell you this though, the best examples is the one right in front of them. The men in their life is more likely great examples, but we don't hold the men that's in our lives that's like near us in the high regard as we hold the celebrity. I'm not talking about us as adults. I'm talking about most families when they have a man in the household. Most families don't hold that man up, don't hold that father up like he's the superhero. Some do, but a lot don't. So, like for example, right? A wife, and for example, a wife will say something like this: "I love you, babe, but you know, if I see the Rock, then you know I get a hall pass." No, your husband is supposed to be the Rock in your eyes. He's supposed to be whoever you think is the sexiest dude on the planet is in your eyes, right? And then your children has to look at him like he's Superman, like he can't do no wrong. Any problem that comes up, dad could fix it. So he becomes what the man of integrity that they need to look up to. And if it was more built on that perspective, then we won't have to worry about having this shining leader or shining leaders that's going to lead the nation, where it just the men of your household is not only running the household but help be the examples for the tomorrow.
Facts. Shout out to Ronan Jack. That's the bro right there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
shout out to
Shout
Roland.
out to Jay-Z's from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, son, like, like again, like I told my other bro, like I'm just here to just watch it all go down. Like what Noriega said in Paid in Full. He's like,
Cookies and
yo,
oh,
he's like, yo, they got razor blade cutting everybody up. COs just watching the shit go down.
yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just here to observe and report, baby. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is more entertaining than anything ever, son.
Yeah, yeah.
More entertaining than what they could put out on TV.
They fuck with me all day up north. Cookies and bogies, cookies and bogies. You know, cookies and bogies. You know what I'm saying?
So what was that cat's name? The Panamanian cat? You know, Nico, Chico, you know, he's from the east side.
Pull the razors out his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yo. But yeah, that's a big time fact. That's a big time fact. Um like that's where it needs to be headed. Like we gotta stop doing things that are disingenuous. So what I mean by is this. Like we do things like I see it all. I seen it a couple times where they will have like 100 melanated dudes in suits in one area. They all lawyers. That's great to look at. They look nice in their suit. Pause.
But
Right. But what are they doing as a
what
whole to change
like,
the?
you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is goofy. It's just for it's just for fucking Instagram. Cause I don't give a damn if you're in a suit or if you in ball shorts and some Chuck Taylors. If you got knowledge, you got knowledge. You know what I'm
That
saying? But you making it seem because knowledge born, baby. What's the science?
that boy got knowledge.
Like it's all for show because it's like, okay, if you could get all these men together, then y'all all can do something. But nothing happens for until next year when y'all get together to do the same goofy shit. Y'all looking dapper in your suits, but then you take the suit off and go back to the same buffalo. Like, get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here. So nobody got time for this fake togetherness. Like,
Mhm.
just come together and actually really do something. If y'all could bring all these people together to wear suits and shit, then y'all could bring everybody together to come up with some shit. You know what
So
I'm saying?
some real stuff that's going to implement real change, because we have a conversation about this all the time about police officers. Why do most of us become police officers? Because the people that do really believe that they can really make a change and a difference. That's cool with that mindset. That's cool. But in order to really make change as a police officer, and I know this because I have police officers in my family, I have, law enforcement throughout people that I know. You cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. It can't be just two of y'all just taking on the rest of the world. No, you need upper echelon, top tier captains and generals and lieutenants that it's a branch of y'all that's not about the bullshit. And that's about change and implementing and getting right for the community that you're serving, because you serve the community. But if you think you're going to do it and think you're going to change the world by yourself, it's not going to happen. So, with that premise of all these hundreds of melanated lawyers and attorneys getting together, putting on their suit on, walking, 2 blocks to look spiffy and take pictures, it's like y'all not implementing no real change. Why y'all not getting together and saying, "Yo, I the and be more particular, right? The law that I practice is tax law. The law you practice is entertainment law. The law you practice is litigation. So if we all got these different practices in law, when now it's time to really do something, now we can all come together in the right way. And if we're not doing it like that, pause. It's just super, super goofy. Super, super goofy. Super, super goofy. I don't believe if we've been to prison, you shouldn't be excluded from running for the oh, they talking about presidents. But yeah, but you get my point. It's like all this, like we said, is for show, and it's very disingenuous when the the kids who don't know no better, they see it and they think it's cool. It looks good. It's a good representation to look at, but it serves no real purpose. Like I remember when the whole when cops was like really going, they still going crazy, but when they was just murdering people, and especially us at an unlimited, a crazy rate, Michael Jordan camp came out and said, "Oh, they giving $50 million to BLM, and it's like, what the hell do that mean? Like, you're not putting $50 million into people who's wrongfully convicted, and their lawyers, and giving them resources, getting money to the families to keep them going through. None of that. You just saying, oh, I'm going to give this to this entity, and what the hell do this entity do?
One, the Black Lives Matter movement was a whole scam. They ran away with all the bread. You know what I'm saying? Two, you could have took $50 million and put it into the whatchamacall, oh my God, what's the name of the thing? Court appointed lawyer program. Because there's not enough court appointed lawyers who are underfunded. They have a whole bunch of caseloads, and they don't have enough people to handle the caseloads. And there's a lot of great lawyers who start as court appointed lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Because they had that drive, like, I want to help people and da. But once they see the system and it's overwhelming and how broken it is, they get jaded and they move on to something else.
Fact.
So you could have that $50 million and you didn't even need the whole $50 million. You could have put $1 million and they would have got people out of jail the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But you're giving it to BLM, and then, like, it's all a game. It's all for show. It's all a puff piece. It's all fugaga. It's all bufale. It's not real. Like, y'all doing all this nonsense. And it's the same man that put money into private prisons. How you gonna get money in private prisons if there's no prisoners? You know what I'm saying? So you need the prisons to be filled so you could get money.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So at the end of the day, it's like all this shit is for show. Christian Keys, like, yo, where you at? And this just went down, and this just went down the whole rabbit hole of just people pump faking. Cause that's all that really is just a big pump fake. The same thing to what it goes down to our own community is nothing but a big pump fake. We call out the entity, and then it looks good that we're calling out the entity, but there's no real change that's being implemented. So it's just a big whack, like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all go to that patreon.com. Can the Brothas Get a Rap Podcast? Again, patreon.com. Can the Brothas Get a Rap Podcast? Thank y'all for tuning in. That's been the episode, our episode 34. We're on 34 episodes. That's crazy. So our next episode will be episode 35, Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Make sure y'all tap in and
tap in.
And bring y'all conversation like y'all did tonight. Y'all been amazing. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Bravo Section, Button Snaps, and OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can reach out to me at Ashley Lovechild on Instagram, or you can reach my brother Santana on his Instagram at
that's Bravo Section _. You already know.
Facts. So you can hit him or me up if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show. Episode 35 is going to be super dope. Again, thank y'all again for helping us get over 4,000 subscribers. Every time we go over the 1,000 mark, we're going to give away some free merch. So make sure y'all tap in for Thursday episode, because at random, I'm going to be picking people to get some merch. So again, for tapping in. It's been amazing. It's still a wonderful journey in a ride. And again, tap into our rewatch. We got plenty of videos, clips up, shorts up. So just tap in. And
we got mad goose sauce, man. We got mad goose sauce.
Mad adobo mixed in there, just all that. You know what I'm saying? So
mad
make sure you
seasoning in the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all tap in. Again, hit that like button. Again, my name is Ashley Lovechild. My brother Santana. It's nothing but love. We're going to see y'all Thursday at 10:30.
Tap in.